Okay. Where did we leave off? With the robot dog leg. All right. So we left off pose mode. So if I remember correctly, yep, we've got this working kind of. Armature. Okay, so the armature is, we don't have that piston set up. I don't think it's worth doing that. So where we left off was, oh, I was gonna make it a single mesh with pivot points. Let's not do that right now. Let's test if we can animate the armature, duplicate it, and then shift the animation. Okay, so A1, this is the one that we're keyframing. I location. Let's go 20. Bring it back here. I location. Bring it to 40 and bring it back to just this initial keyframe. So if we play that back, it looks terrible, but it works. So now I want to get out of pose mode, go to object mode, select all, Shift D, X, move it over. So now if we do play, it plays continuously, but what I want to do, if we go 80, and then I think this should still be the object that's keyframed. Yes. So if I take this and I shift this 20 frames, get out of this 3, reset. Okay, I guess that kind of works. What is it, 60? 60. So if this, so you can just, I can keyframe the first one and then duplicate it and shift the frames, it looks like. That should be fine. So I guess then it's probably worth it to animate a lifelike cycle of one leg, and then we can just control copy and shift the frames. But no, I mean that should work. That should work, and then we can get at least, oh, this is gonna be miserable. Wait, hold on, let me just see what this is gonna be. All Shift D, Y. So that's what our dog is gonna look like, right? And then if we, oh, we should, well, we'll do that later. So just the legs alone, we're up to almost 3 million faces. Shit. The geometry looks fine. Well, I mean, if the animation is just going to be like, we'll probably just do a looping walking animation to start. So it won't be any like detailed shots of any of the, so you won't really need to see the geometry. Do this. Why? I have to, hold on, I gotta pull up a picture of a dog. Okay. So if we're looking at Hmm. Let's look up RoboDog. So the way that he built this was... Oh, I guess I should be looking at the... I see how he built it. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. So... let's go back. So it would be like this. This is... So, for reference, I'm looking at the Boston Dynamics dog. And the legs are like this, where they go back in the same direction. So... and it looks like there's not many examples, but I'm assuming this is what he referenced when he built the leg. Where's the front? The front's that way, so the front is... so this would be the front. So if this is going to be the front, then... where are these joints? No, okay. So, wait, actually. Oh, it's beautiful. But, I mean, we're getting there. Ooh, okay. At least it looks... this makes sense, at least in the direction that we're going. So, okay, let's go back so we don't have this many legs. So we just have the two that we animated and shifted to test. Let me actually pull up, so for reference, we're gonna use the closest reference that we can find is the Boston Dynamics dog. That's what the legs kind of resemble. I'll have to ask him if that's what he's going for or if it makes sense, but at least for the walk cycle, we want to have a reference of how to animate this, because trying to match this to an actual dog is not going to work. And to try to make it look organic is going to be tough. So this is my first time trying to rig something. Most of my experiences with like products, or I don't know how to describe it, but essentially I've never rigged something before, so this whole armature process is new. So in terms of animation, like product animation, I have a decent understanding of that, and it's much, much simpler than trying to animate something that looks and feels organic, especially if it's like a, quadruped or something moving. So it's easier that we're referencing the Boston Dynamics dog, which is a robot, because trying to make an animation look organic as opposed to robotic is much easier. So we should be able to, all right, we're watching ads. We should be able to replicate this easier than this is just jumping. That's not very helpful. Oh, that does look cool. I can make it do a little half step. That is cool. It'd be funny if we just tried to animate this. I mean, if it's literally just bouncing like that, we could probably do that pretty easily. And then we could just turn the camera. All right, so let's just start with this. This will be a good reference. We're just gonna try to make it do that because A, we have the reference, and B, it's kind of funny and cute looking. So all it is okay, I take that back. This is gonna take me a second. Okay, so if we want to, right now, we're gonna do one leg. So if we look at this, these two legs are doing the exact same thing, and these two legs are doing the exact same thing. So it should be easy. So all that motion is a little up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then we just replace it. Actually, that'll be perfect. We can just do the first one of just the up, down, copy that, put it over, shift it to where they're alternating, and then take those two, duplicate those, and then switch the, I don't know, the left one to the right one and the right one to the left one. So that should be actually pretty easy to animate. Not easy, but doable. Okay, let's try it. So, watching it back, just up, down, and with the rig that we have, so we select, we want to kind of restart this. So take both, oh, I guess we shouldn't be in pose mode to get object. So if we take both of these into pose mode, you can edit both of them. So these two are the ones that's animated, so we're gonna want to reset these. Take that, delete all those keyframes. Now, this will probably just be a lot easier if we just do the one. Should I just delete it all, or should I just reset the file? Mesh, angle bar, yeah. Angle bar, we're gonna have to probably delete the angle bar, but collection 2, we don't need collection 2 right now. Mesh, armature, front right, angle bar, we'll just leave everything the way it is. And now, let's do, all right, so now we have our leg. So, okay, if I'm looking at the robot, if the robot's facing this way, the legs are arched back that way. So this would be facing front. Wait, where's the thing where I can draw in Blender? Where's this thing? So it's facing this way. Here's like its little head. Here's the body. Here's how the legs go. So it goes like that. Imagining like the center of the body is around here. So let's get this before we start animating anything. We will take this and position it. Let me see if I can get a side view. If we were to get a side view of this thing, there we go. So what we can do is just, for reference, screenshot this. Just a little Boston Dynamics robot. We'll just save this in. If I can find it. Okay, that'll be our little reference image. Then if we do image planes, we can do Boss Dynamics robot, and 90. Here's our image. We just need to turn on texture. 90, RZ 180. So we can do like, this is what our, here's like the hip joint, maybe something like that. So this is what we're working with. So we want in the default position of this armature, this to be maybe like right here, something like that. Oh, pose mode, that's why. Okay, take this. Where did this get put? This got put into the mesh, so I don't want that there. Boston Dynamics robot, bring that just all the way out to down here. Hide our mesh. Here's our image. As our reference, we can just turn that off. So this is kind of the default position that we're gonna have it start in. So if we do pose mode, we're gonna start with this being translated as a keyframe as location. And then all it's doing, if we bring back the little video, all we're doing here is it's just going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So that should be very easy. So we're gonna start with that. So let's say if this is down, we'll move to like 20, GZ, very easy, up. Maybe, let's look at the animation. Doesn't move too much. That looks a little bent for what we're doing. So actually, let's go back to the first keyframe. That already looks a little bit too bent, so I'm gonna take it down a little bit. Even though we matched it to the image, yeah, I'm gonna take it down. So let's do that. It's all very minor and we can always tweak it later, but we'll start with that. That feels right. We'll go to 20, take this, move it up a little bit. Location, and then if we sent this to, oh wait, no, we want to loop this. So all we've done is take it from here up to there, and all it's going to do is come back down. So we can just select that guy, copy, and we're doing 20, so let's double that, go 40, hit paste, and then if we set this to 40, we can just see this looping. Super slow. It's much quicker and bouncier, so we'll take all of these and we can either, well, you can scale it, so maybe do 10, and then, well, that didn't quite work, but that's still pretty slow. We'll scale it down more, and then say we want this to be, what is that, 9 frames. Okay, so it's moving pretty quick. Let me see if I can get this to be tiny so we can have it as a, so if we're looking at this first leg, so that's too quick. I'm just gonna have this over here for me as reference, and then, all right, so what we have is too quick, so we can just keep playing with the scaling just because it's kind of easy to it's kind of a preference of it's still a bit quick. Let's do maybe that. I guess we're almost back to, well, let's just make it even and do 20. So you can either use the scale because it's kind of quick, or you can manually position it. So usually I like to manually position it just because it's even, I guess. So, you know, you start with 10, you go, or start with 0, go 10, and then 20, so it's just all kind of consistent. So That's kind of it. Let's make sure this is, let's see with the, let's try linear. See, since it's a robot, it's almost more linear than, see, here's the tricky part. It's linear because it's robotic, but it's also not 100% linear. It doesn't do that. It has this, so usually what you want is like a Bezier. And so it has this kind of fluidity to it, but then again, this is all kind of new for me as well, so I want that fluidity, just not as much as it has right now. And I believe to do that, it's in the graph editor. Oh god, I don't have much experience with a graph editor. It confuses me, but let's see if we can figure something out here. So, oh, there we go. That's what I wanted. How did I do that? Control middle click. Okay. Okay, we are back. What were we doing? This thing. Okay, so that's the height, right? Ah, okay, so I don't want to mess with the height. I like the height. It's these two, I believe. No, I don't want to do that. So it's these. I want to take these and scale them in. So I want still that. Yeah, kind of. Wait. So I think that looks better than what we had. Actually, I take that back. Maybe we did it in the wrong direction. See this? I just don't know if I'm not quite sure what the correct direction is. That kind of looks better. It's quicker. It still has a little bit of that arc, but not too aggressive. It's not perfect, but we'll keep it with that for now, and then go back to timeline. So this is our timeline. Let me find the video. Where is the video? Okay. So if we look at it, okay, mine's definitely slow. This is almost like double the speed actually. So we just have to select this. All scale. I don't want to scale it. Let's try that. So this ends on 14. Yeah. It's actually kind of hard to gauge with just one. I still think this should be extended more. We can... That's awkward. I'm used to talking to myself while I'm doing this, but I'm not used to seeing my facial expression while I do it. Alright. Alright, so I think we're getting there. I don't like... course. Is it this one? Okay, so it's annoying me that that's not 15, so we're gonna do 15, and no, it's actually gonna bother me more. Never mind. All right, so frame cycle of 14. Now we're gonna go that object mode. So we have this. All we want to do is select all. I should do another collection. Yeah, so this is the front right. Wait, hold on. I've confused myself. What is it? So this is the front, right? So, never mind, this is the front left. Left. New collection. Front right. And then in this collection, we'll take everything here. We'll copy it. We'll go into this collection. We'll paste it. We'll go GX, move it over a little bit. Now it's in front right. And then this doesn't look right. What we want to do is scale X -1, flips everything, and we should be golden. So the first time I tried this, it got a little messed up, but I think I just unselected a couple things. So now, and then I believe this should be the parent to everything. This little, yeah, okay, good. So it's gonna do that. Cute. So now we want this pose mode, this, let's just extend this out a little bit. So if this goes to 14, we're gonna take all of these keyframes, and when this, so what we have now is, this is starting position, this is the highest position, this middle one, and this is the lowest position. So all we wanna do is when this is at its highest position, this is at its lowest position. So if we have this one selected, we'll just move this over until it's like that. And then it should be perfectly shifted to where they're opposite. Which technically they are, but what I'm realizing is it's really slow compared to, like, I want the bah, 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 bah. And this is like, yeah, this is way too slow. But having two helps. Trying to get the video back. Okay, so what I believe we can do is if you're in object mode, you can select both of the armatures, then go into pose mode, and then we can edit both of them. So our first one is front left. So front left, a little too slow. So let's just pull these back in something like this. Ooh, wait, never mind. I take that back. There's no reason to be doing this one by one. That was the whole point. So we can select all of these and then all here, scale these in. Wait, why is this off? Huh, these are off. Okay. I don't know what happened there, but I'm just gonna redo everything. Alright, something got messed up. So I'm just gonna Control Z because I don't know why or when that happened. So okay, so this should be, they are identical. A little bit. lot more. We'll play with the scaling and all that later. But, so these are identical. And if we go 3, we can see there's no differentiating frames. Alright, so why did that not work? Let's do the same thing, take them both into pose mode. We'll select this and this, right? So totally the same. Let's do, because I don't like that they're doing this, I want to do 15. This is why I like to have the, everything is kind of, Alright, whatever. I want 7.5, damn it. I mean, it's fine. That might bother me, but we'll leave it there. So the middle frame is at 8. So this is the original one, this is the second one. We're going to take all of these and we're going to have this animation starting at 8 and ending at 22. So we still need to make this faster, but I just want to make sure. Yeah, so something got messed up. But in the meantime, before we shift it, while these are still the same, like we said, they're too slow. So we'll take both of these and we'll scale them down. Oh, nope. All scale them down. We'll do 5. That looks fine. So animation to 9. That's actually too fast. Let's do 10. Okay, wait, maybe I like that. Let's do this one now. Wait, which one is our front right? I want front left. Give me front left. So this is the wow, that really messed me up, didn't it? So front left is what we started with, front right. Okay, so it is like this. No, go back. We started with the front left. So okay, so we are looking at it like this. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so this is the front right. These are the ones that we want to offset. The middle frame is 6. We'll do all of these. We'll move this to 6. We'll move the entire animation to 17. And if I'm correct, so let's look at the animation. Damn it. It's still slow. Okay, this is kind of hard to gauge. See, I don't know why I'm messing this up, but something here is getting... Damn, I don't know why this keeps doing this. I'm sure it's a very simple solution, and I'm just not seeing it. So we have 1, 6, 12, and then we have 1, 6, 12. So if I take all of these, wait, no, I take all of these. I take all of these, and I put the 1 on the 6. It's 6. Oh. Okay. $12. Okay, I see the error. does it matter that much? Well, let's find out. Oh, nope, out of pose mode. All G, Y. And then I'm gonna just scale -1. Oh, no. Scale X -1. And let's preview this bad boy. So for reference, this is what we're going for. So as you can see, I think if you're just looking at this leg compared to this leg, you want like essentially double the speed, almost exactly double the speed. So let's go back into here and let's turn back on the visuals, and let's just Control Z until we have these two again, and let's even do to the point where they're wired the same. And so we can say this is 6 to the highest point. So now we want this highest point to be 3. So it starts at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's Y. So I want this to not start at 1. I want this to start at 0. That's what was throwing me off. So we're putting this first one at 1. We're putting you at 3, and we're putting you at 6. See the same thing here. 1, 3, 6. So now they're the same. They're quick. Now we're taking this second one and we're offsetting all of these. So this middle point is 3. So this is going to start at 3. This is all going to end at 9 and loop. That looks aggressively fast, but so up, down, and then if we want to even repeat this cycle longer, let's see how we do that. So this is starting, so this ends at 6. This guy starts at 9. So if I want to take all of these and Shift D this, oh, no. Can I just control click? That's a different software, damn it. Ah! Okay, wait. No. Wait, no, we had that. Yeah, that works. And then, this, I just want to delete this frame and then take this to 6, 7, 8, 9. Like that. So, okay, no, that's just repeating it. I don't want to repeat it. I just want to loop it right now. So this guy goes up, and then it goes down while this one's going up, and then it hits the ground. So it should end right here. It should end at 9. Let's keep it ending at 9 and loop it. So that's technically correct. We'll all, oh no, not in pose mode. We want to go back to object, all, Shift D, G to Y, do that. We're gonna scale X -1, should be offset. Now, nope, not even close. Okay, so technically it's correct. These two are on the ground. It is like flipping. See, that's why this is confusing, because it's doing this and then... See, there's a point, look right here. There's a point where all of the legs are off the ground. So, if we look at this, it starts here. These come up, and right. Wait, what happened? These come up. And then I'm assuming right here they flip, right? They come up, down. That's where it is. So yeah, bam, that flip. And then that flip is 5 and 5. See, they're hitting the I guess they're not technically hitting the ground. It just feels like they are. So maybe we need to increase the amount that they move is what I'm thinking. So if I do this, 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 and this, right? Well, this is going to get annoyingly complicated. So let's go back to 2. Okay. So now we have these 2. So for this guy, for your middle frame, I'm going to have that go higher. And then, no, I don't want it to go lower. I want it to go higher like that, maybe. Like drastically higher. High location. Then, oh, shit, wait, I should, to keep these consistent without resetting everything, I just set the Z coordinate. So I can take this, copy that. Then for this guy, for 6, I can do this. Paste that coordinate in there and hit I, location. And that should be, they are offset, but, oh, good goddamn. So, they are, so I think the idea of making them go higher was correct, but now that it's only in a certain amount of frames, it's going way too fast. So it's a lot of fine tuning. I think we're getting there. I think that's insanely fast. It's hard because when you put it next to the, where's the video of the dog? When you put it next to the video of the Boston Dynamics dog, and if you just look at this leg, say, let's even just turn this off, right? So we're just looking at this one leg, and this leg is this leg, right? So look at the timing compared to the 2. Yeah, it's way too fast now. So finding that timing is going to be kind of annoying. Luckily, it's a robot dog. You should be able to figure it out. And then the nice thing is once you figure it out once, you just copy and paste the other legs. And just play with the offset of timing and the graph. So I think for now, I'm going to call it good there. Nice, fun, quick little session to start animating. It's nice to know that I can copy and paste the frames, and regardless of the location moving, they still work, which is awesome. Because that was going to be a nightmare if that didn't work. It was super helpful to have the robot as a reference, especially for making the animation. The walking animation is going to be a little bit harder. That's why I think this little like jumping back and forth animation is a good place to start. And then, yeah, I'll have to talk to my buddy to see what he wants to do with the animation. But for now, we're getting there. Everything is, you know, technically rigged. Everything's moving, like those joints. I mean, obviously it's 3D, so it's not perfect, but they're at least pivoting along the right axis, which is, it's just a double axis, so it's kind of annoying. This pivot bar, I think, is going to be, I couldn't figure out how to properly parent it, so we might have to get rid of it or fake it somehow. But yeah, so far so good. we're making a little bit of progress every day, but yeah, there's no urgency to this project. There's no deadlines. We're just kind of having fun with it, especially since it's my first time rigging anything. It's a nice little experiment. So yeah, we'll call it good for today and come back soon. Keep working on it. I think we're making progress. Excited to see how this turns out, but it's a good place to stop for today. So yeah, peace.